So with Tifa and Aerith out of the way, including Cloud, it's time to talk about Yuffie, the third girl of the team. You know, I would call her best girl, but she's only 16, so I'm gonna have to go with Aerith for being best girl. And if she was like over 18, then I would actually pick her as best girl, but you know, she's not because, you know, of her age. I really like Yuffie a lot. She's a really cool character. Like, she's just like adorable and just like she's very funny and she's very silly and she's like headstrong and like amazing. But if it weren't for her age, I can't go out with this kid because she's only 16. And if I pick her in a gold saucer date, then it's actually very creepy because I don't want Chris Hansen to just knock down my door and, you know, why are you hanging out with a little kid? You know, it's like that. Like, she's more of like the little sister. Yeah, so with Yuffie, she's like basically like the little sister of the group. She got a DLC in the remake, and I actually played it, and it's actually pretty good. It's a pretty good, DLC. But the thing is that like, it focuses on Dirge Cerberus, and I don't like. From what I hear about that game, I just heard it's complete shit. Plus, I heard the story for that game is also shit. So anyway, Yuffie is a way better character in the remake because, you know, in the original game, you have to be careful about where you're choosing because she could leave and it tricks you. And I always hate it, and I hate that she's an optional character because I actually wanted her, you know, to have more into the story. And thankfully, the remake actually does a better job with this. Like, she's a really good character. She's very useful. She's like silly. And I really like this character a lot, and I wanted her to have more dialogue in the original game, but in the remake, they do a better job with her character. The same thing could be said about Vincent, but you know, it's not a Vincent video. I have to make a Vincent video in order to describe about Vincent. So with Yuffie in the remake, she's actually like, she's fucking strong in the remake. Like, compared to like her and Tifa, they're both pretty strong. Like, of all the ninjas in Final Fantasy, she is my favorite one. I mean, there's Shadow from Final Fantasy VI, but Yuffie is my favorite ninja. So with Yuffie, the princess of Wutai, she actually left home because, you know, she was having daddy issues and she wanted to explore the world. Well, she wanted to do more, but basically she was having a lot of daddy issues. She wanted to, you know, avenge the people of Wutai by stealing materia and trying to go inside Shinra and take it down by the inside. That's already dedication. So apparently, from what I hear, is that before Final Fantasy was finished, she was actually going to be a bounty hunter, a 25-year-old bounty hunter that was going to take down Cloud and everybody else. But they declined that, and I actually wanted that because if she was older, then I would have romanced her. And that was their biggest mistake. But that's all in the past, and I chose Aerith, and sometimes I chose Tifa too, so yeah, there's that. So I think Square Enix knew what they were doing with that love debate shit. So Yuffie is actually, like, for the majority of Final Fantasy VII, she's just like, she wants to use the party in order to steal their materia. And she has like a sort of like a little crush on Cloud, I think. Yeah, because she's like over here. How high you have her affinity is like, she kisses him. And I'm just like, I don't know how to feel about that. I just don't like a little kid kissing like a grown-ass man. The way I see it as like little sister going out with her big brother. That's how I see it. Okay, look, this is something that somebody mentioned to me in the comments, is that she gets sexualized a lot. Why do they do this? Like, why are they doing this to Yuffie? She's like 16. She's a little kid. Like, come on, man. Like, I understand Tifa and Aerith, especially Tifa. Like, I understand that, but Yuffie? No, she's a little girl. I do not like my Yuffie to be sexualized. I just want her to be a kid. That's what I want. She does not deserve that whatsoever. Let her be a kid. Like, how mentally fucked up do you have to be in order to sexualize a kid? Okay, so anyway, let's get back to Yuffie. Yuffie is actually, she's a smartass. I always do like smartass characters. The smartass characters are always the funnest one. Her gold saucer date is actually very adorable. Like, I just like the way she just messes with Cloud. And she always brings up like Tifa. And she's like, oh, you have a crush on Tifa, don't you? And Cloud's just like, he tries to brush it off just for, you know, him to be cool. But Yuffie could see through him. She could see through him that he's hiding his feelings for Tifa. She has the most emotion throughout the entire game. There's the ending of her DLC where she breaks down because she lost her friend. And then when Aerith died in the original, she breaks down because she also lost another friend. So yeah, it's every time I take the girls, I always take Yuffie and Tifa because of that scene with Aerith. Like, it just feels right to take the girls when Aerith dies. It's just like, Yuffie just breaks down and she's hugging Cloud. And then with Tifa, she just runs away with her, just sobbing. And it's actually pretty sad. But with Yuffie, it just hits different. Like, it's just sad to see, like, a little kid cry over her friend. And she's the funnest to use. Like, other than Tifa, she's actually pretty, like, fast. She's also pretty strong. So she's, like, both at the same time. She can heal you. She could basically do attacks. She could do further attacks. She could do near attacks. She's a really good character to use, honestly. Like, when Aerith dies, I have to use Yuffie because she has the Clear Tranquil, which heals you when Aerith isn't around, and it's like the only thing to use when your party is dying, and she heals you. So yeah, she's a healer, she's a really strong, like, attacker. She's a really good character to use. She is an amazing character, and thank God they did a great job with her in the remake, because that's basically probably the only good thing they did in the remake is basically Yuffie. The best thing about her is that she's closest to Aerith, because Aerith and Yuffie are my favorite ones. I like a girl with personality, okay? And Aerith is just... You know what, I need to make another Aerith video because I'm not gonna stop talking about her. Yeah, so what else more can I say about Yuffie? She's a cool character. She's adorable. But that's all I have to say about her. Although I don't really like her outfit, honestly. That's like the only negative thing. I never really liked her outfit. The whole thing on her, like, left arm... I know it's to guard her, but I just never liked it. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about Yuffie and how great of a character she is. Yeah, that's it. I have to make another Aerith video, so excuse me while I make another Aerith video. So thanks for watching.